What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another player review. We've got a good one today with Eric Cantona, Michael Owen and ROSICKY. Apologies that it's taken me a little bit longer to get this review out, but I will explain when I am back live streaming next. So we're going to start with ROSICKY, right? And I'm going to keep this very simple and very to the point. We're going to give you the best ultimate build and, of course, the best skills and booster crafting to do with these cards. So we're going to start with ROSICKY, as I said, the Arsenal man. Some people would say that this guy is not a legend, but this card is definitely on the surface looking pretty tasty. Now, it is going to matter how you train him up. And obviously, the key to this card is going to be that 95 type possession. If you take a look at his stats here, and if you take a look at what the card can be, you will be able to get that type possession to 95. I mean, his base stats are pretty decent. Even when you're starting off, he's got 36 levels. And of course, with the build that we're going to be showing of him, it's going to be all about getting that acceleration, balance, dribbling, and low pass all up towards the 90 mark at 90. And then, of course, you're going to have the type possession with the booster that you're going to be giving him with this build, the speed, and of course, the balance as well as the dribbling. So that's going to give you a fairly nice, well-rounded card. For the skills, I mean, definitely think these skills, as you see on screen here, are going to be the best ones to give him. I don't feel as if you need to spend too much time with ROSICKY training him. I mean, flip-flap is a must if you are looking to give him that. I think gamesmanship has become more popular as well in giving players because they do start to win more frees, especially from shoulder charges from behind and from sideways and stuff. So yeah, that is definitely the build I would go with for him there. Moving on to Michael Owen, I think a lot of people were kind of, I would say, depending on if you spun for him, you're going to be happy. But also, I think it's a bit of a weird card because I do feel like that he is completely like, you know, I don't ever remember Michael Owen being this good for United. And I say that as a United fan. So he's got 32 levels. And as you see with the breakdown here, you're talking about 9 into shooting, 9 into dribbling, 12 into dex, 6 into lower body. And it's a fairly simple build. Now, all of these builds that we're showing you here are with the most popular card manager, which is going to be the booster, the Shams, right? He's going to give you a booster there as well. He's got the Striker Instinct booster as well off the rip. And these cards are double boosters, so you are going to have a look at his stats here, which are fairly nice off the rip. Acceleration is pretty decent, and finishing is really, really strong, as well as offensive or attacking awareness. And for the build that we're going to go with, as I said, it's going to be a very easy build of a 9-0-9-12-6. And then, of course, with that, you're going to have a huge acceleration, balance, dribbling, ball control, offensive awareness, type possession, and finishing all over 90. Now, with the agility booster that you're going to craft for him, you're also going to get that speed to 90. The stamina will only go to 78, 79, but you will get the kicking power at 85 as well. So it's a phenomenal card, lads. Honestly, I didn't think that this card would be as good, but it is a phenomenal card. And obviously, when you look at the skills as well, you could give him, he doesn't have Soul Control or Flip Flap or Double Touch. You could give him Double Touch, but I do think that the skills here that you're seeing, I think, are more important. It's all dependent on how you use him. You know, if you don't shoot that much at Michael Owen outside the box, or you're not getting into those positions with him as a goal poacher, I definitely think you could try train Flip Flap, Soul Control, and Double Touch on him, or even just give him Double Touch. But I do like this card, and I do like this build. I think it is going to be fairly good. Now, Eric Cantona is last but not least. He's 104 overall with this build. It's a phenomenal card. You can train him in a multitude of ways. Again, we've got our booster here, which is going to be Striker's Instinct. And then, of course, we're going to give him the agility booster as well as the booster crafting with that. Now, his base card is pretty decent. Obviously, you're going to have ridiculously high ball control, dribbling, type possession off the rip. His acceleration and kicking power, you can actually train quite high. And that is kind of what separates this card from the older Eric Cantona card. And obviously, the fact that it's a double booster, you'll be able to get a +1 on that as well for the stats that you're going to be looking at getting, right? Now, the one thing I would say with Cantona, right, is because he's a deep line forward, I don't think he's going to be as superstar kind of like GOAT tier meta, like endgame meta, as some of the other strikers. Like, I still think that, you know, Rummy, Samuel Eto'o, Shevchenko, any of those boys, if you're using those and you're happy with them, even Mbappe, you know, them type of players, Messi, it does take a little bit of getting used to playing with a deep line forward. Now, where Cantona kind of excels is he has got exceptional physical contact, ball control, finishing, speed, acceleration. There's no weakness in these cards, man. There really isn't. And the build that we've gone for here is a 10 into shooting, 0 into passing, obviously, 5 into dribbling, 11 into dex, 7 into aerial strength and lower body, and then 1 into defending to get that aggression up to 85. And obviously with the booster that we're going to be giving him as well, that is going to bring his balance up to 85. That's the only stat we really want to benefit from this. You're not going to get 95 acceleration. You're not going to get 85 speed. You're not going to get 90 stamina. But the rest of the card here is phenomenal. So this is a trio pack with Cantona, Owen and ROSICKY. Let me know what you guys think. Did you spin? What's your favourite builds? Did you find, a build that's really working for you? How many goals have you scored so far with Cantona and Michael Owen? ROSICKY is probably the underrated gem of this pack. I mean, especially as an AMF, it's a really, really nice creative playmaker card. But let me know what you guys think, and we'll be back very soon.